The Elephant to Hollywood. Michael Caine is my result. Wow, there's so much in here, and it must be. I mean, seeing that you have the career of a great actor and a man who has had a lot in his life outside Hollywood, movies and some theater. But it's for me interesting to look and and think a little, because I was, and I'm still in a few ways happy with what happened, well, up to some 2013. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm 20, a bit more, 21 years ago. My daughter was born, so that's a happy event. But otherwise, there it is. It's all here. But it's still, I met and I had a, well, for let's say about 6 months, an affair with Miss Romania. I had a friend, sort of, who is now in the top 20, 30 reaches here. Not that it matters. I mean, we haven't spoken again in 20 years. Not 20, it's something like 17. And then I met him 5 years back at the club. I worked with the AT&T, got this trophy, not the, it's an AT&T trophy. Took part in a revolution, I almost forgot that. Yes, and I mentioned Newsweek. And I thought that's already so much. And for a regular common life, that's... And then you read about Michael Caine and how he met so many people. Frank Sinatra became friends with Sidney Poitier, met President Reagan. Reagan didn't know who he is. A few times showed that he has this wonderful sense of humor. I have no idea who he thought I was, but says Michael Caine. How he found his name, the Caine, from Caine Mutiny, his hero, his idol, Humphrey Bogart, was playing, and he had to change the name because there was already Michael Caine in the books of the Union or something for artists. And Shirley MacLaine giving a welcome party to Hollywood. She's the one who brought him here, there. Choosing him as partner in The Gambit, a movie I've seen. There are notes of movies I will mention in the following days, because I'm pretty sure we'll have a couple of notes or 3 on this book, which is so dense with heroes. How Bibi, Brigitte Bardot, when Mimi and Gigio came to look for him when they were shooting in Spain, and it wasn't for him, so it's also modest. I mean, all the time. Even when he mentions his Mercedes, he talks to his mom and says, "How much do you make, Michael?" "Well, £1 million. How?" And she cannot compute it. "How much is that?" "You don't have to worry, Mom." How he helped her, I mean, buying a house, and she helped him. That's in fact more important, because he was very close to changing career, if you will, because he was he was in dire straits quite often. He was born in a poor family, yes. Terminal, and he had to work doing menial jobs. He went to Korea. So going back to, because I'll just move so much over, never return, Brigitte Bardot, because her assistant was very attracted to him. No, so with Brigitte Bardot, it was nothing. But her assistant wanted to meet Michael Caine, and he meets Anita Ekberg when the shooting, and the experience, the cold, how his face was not on the screen, was not inexpressive, but just frozen, literally, in Finland in very cold weather. Somebody said you look with that fur hat on, you look like Anita Ekberg. He meets Anita Ekberg in Paris when he gives a party for Shirley MacLaine in response, in gratitude for her welcoming him to Hollywood, where all the great and the good Caine will continue to.